1 week of discipline, a practical framework for real self-improvement. Introduction. Many people believe that self-improvement requires a long period of time. Some say it takes 90 days to build a habit. Others claim 21 days are enough. These numbers sound scientific, but they often become excuses. When people hear 90 days, they feel tired before they even begin. The mind starts delaying action. The goal feels far away. As a result, nothing changes. The truth is simple. You do not need 90 days to start improving your life. You do not even need 21 days. What you need is one focused week. 1 week of honesty, effort, and discipline can break years of stagnation. Improvement does not begin with time. It begins with decision and action. Most people are not weak. They are not lazy. They are not incapable. They are simply stuck in their comfort zone. The comfort zone feels safe, but it slowly destroys growth. Inside it, there is no pressure to improve, no urgency to act, and no reason to challenge old habits. Over time, this comfort becomes a prison. Real improvement starts when a person accepts one hard truth. I made mistakes, and I must correct them. This acceptance is not about guilt or self-hate. It is about responsibility. Without acknowledging mistakes, no progress is possible. A person who avoids responsibility stays stuck. A person who accepts responsibility begins to move forward. Another common misunderstanding about improvement is motivation. Many people wait to feel motivated. This is a dangerous habit. Motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes. Discipline, on the other hand, is stable. Discipline means working even when you do not feel ready, confident, or excited. Small improvements done daily are more powerful than big plans that are never executed. Improving just 1% each day may look insignificant, but over time it creates massive change. This method works because it removes pressure. You are not trying to CHA. You are not trying to change everything at once. You are simply trying to be slightly better than yesterday. A focused 1-week plan forces the mind to stop overthinking and start acting. 1 week is short enough to feel achievable, yet long enough to create momentum. During this week, the goal is not perfection. The goal is direction. This framework is designed for people who feel mentally stuck, emotionally tired, or directionless. It does not promise miracles. It offers structure. It does not rely on motivation. It relies on action. It is practical, not emotional. The principles explained below are not complicated. They are simple, but they are not easy. Simplicity requires discipline. The mind prefers complexity because it avoids responsibility. This guide removes excuses and focuses on execution. If followed honestly, this 1-week approach can reset your mindset, rebuild self-trust, and create a strong foundation for long-term growth. The change will not come from reading these words. It will come from applying them. 5 principles for 1 week of real improvement. 1. Begin with a fresh approach. Improvement cannot happen if you keep repeating the same thinking patterns. A fresh approach means letting go of methods that have already failed. It requires mental honesty. If something has not worked for months or years, continuing it is not persistence, it is denial. A fresh approach starts with asking one question. What am I doing that is clearly not working? This may include poor time management, negative self-talk, avoiding responsibility, or depending on others for motivation. Once identified, these behaviors must be stopped immediately, even if stopping feels uncomfortable. A fresh approach also means starting without emotional baggage. Do not carry past failures into the present week. This week is not about proving anything to anyone. It is about rebuilding internal control. 2. Be 10% more patient with yourself. Many people quit not because Many people quit not because they fail, but because they judge themselves too harshly. Self-hatred does not create discipline. It creates burnout. Being 10% more patient does not mean lowering standards. It means understanding that growth is a process. You will feel resistance. You will feel tired. You may feel slow. These feelings are normal. Patience helps you stay consistent. When the mind becomes calm, actions become controlled. A calm mind can be trained. An aggressive, impatient mind collapses under pressure. Patience allows you to correct mistakes without quitting. This is how you conquer the mind, by staying steady instead of emotional. 3. Acknowledge your mistakes clearly. Progress begins with truth. Avoiding mistakes keeps you stuck. Naming them gives you control. This step requires writing down your mistakes honestly. Not in a dramatic way. Not in a blaming way. Simply factual. For example, I wasted time. I avoided responsibility. I depended on comfort. I did not follow routines. Acknowledgement removes denial. Once denial is removed, improvement becomes possible. This step is uncomfortable, but it is necessary. Growth never comes from comfort. 4. Create 5 hours of focused work daily. Results require deep work. Scattered effort produces scattered outcomes. 5 hours of focused work is enough to create visible progress if done correctly. Focused work means no phone distractions, no multitasking, no unnecessary noise. Clear goals for each session. The environment must reduce stress, not increase it. Clean your space. Prepare your tools. Decide your tasks in advance. 5 focused hours are more valuable than 12 distracted hours. This practice trains concentration, patience, and self-respect. 5. Use visualization to reduce mental resistance. The brain responds to images faster than logic. Visualization helps make difficult tasks feel manageable. Before starting a task, imagine yourself completing it calmly and successfully. Do not imagine resu. Do not imagine results. Imagine effort. This reduces fear and resistance. The brain begins to accept the task as familiar instead of threatening. Visualization is not fantasy. It is mental preparation. Athletes use it. Professionals use it. It trains the mind to cooperate instead of resist. Conclusion. 1 week of disciplined effort can interrupt years of stagnation. Not because time changed, but because behavior changed. Improvement is not about waiting. It is about acting with clarity. If you follow these principles honestly for 1 week, you will not become perfect, but you will become unstuck. And that is where all real change begins.